Hello everyone, this is a video review for Tuesday, December 12th. This is the class with Daiji and Masaki and Kei and Yuzuru. Tuesday night, all men's class. If you're interested in this class, please join us. We talk about, well, because it's all men, we can talk about anything. I mean, you know. Sometimes we have just a male topic, but if you're interested in this class, please talk to Yukari. Okay, it's cold in my apartment today. This is my favorite hat because it has a little doll on it, which Maggie likes to attack me when I have this hat on. Anyway, okay, let's get to the review. How do you say henken in English? There's a few ways. There's bias, B-I-A-S, henken suru. And that's a noun. I'm sorry, I said suru. That's wrong. It's a noun. So, for example, he has a bias. He has a bias against. He has a bias against somebody. He has a bias for or towards somebody. You can also say prejudice. Prejudice. So look up the word henken, Daiji especially, and Masaki, and get the other meanings. All right, henken. The expression sexy is not always connected to sex. Sometimes sexy is something that is cool. For example, what were we talking about yesterday? Oh, yes, selling, if we were talking about a homepage that sells shoes. That's not very sexy, not very interesting, not very cool. So, well, you could say teaching English is not very sexy, but maybe if I sold, you know, sports cars, or I worked for Porsche, that's kind of a sexy job, so kind of cool. Okay, we were talking about the movie, The Devil Wears Prada, and in the beginning of the movie, there's a mysterious, powerful woman who's coming towards the office, and that's Meryl Streep. So we talked about the fact that Meryl Streep is perfect for that movie because she's a powerhouse. She has, you know, she has a lot of weight, and when we talk about weight, it doesn't always mean, you know, body weight. It means also dignity, okay? And Meryl Streep is a woman who can throw her weight around. That means when she talks, people listen. People will listen to her because they respect her. Okay. The word admit and accept are both acceptable if you use them with, they're both the same if you use them with the expression back. For example, admit someone back into the building, or accept someone back into a company. We are talking about the political, well, what happened? I don't exactly remember, but Koizumi apparently had a disagreement with some politicians, and he kicked them out of the party. Now that's something that's unheard of in America, but it happens here in Japan. He kicked them out of the party. Now that Prime Minister Abe is Prime Minister, he has accepted them back into the party. He has admitted them back into the party. And this is in a way a kind of disrespect to Koizumi, because many people think that Abe should uphold Koizumi's decisions and policies. Okay. We came up with a very difficult expression, only because nani nani, verb, subject, nani nani. And only because reason, verb, subject, result. For example, only because the Prime Minister has changed is she in a mess. She is Miss Sato. Kei tells me that a politician named Ms. Sato has been accepted back into the party, but only because the Prime Minister has changed. So it's very simple. The reason she was accepted back into the party is because the Prime Minister has changed. That becomes your reason. Only because the Prime Minister has changed has she been accepted back into the party. Okay, how do you say enemy? Well, you could say political enemy, but oh, my neck is cracking. But you can also say political adversary. Adversary. A-D-V-E-R-S-A-R-Y. When we talk about political office, you run for office. Run for office. He's running for president. He's running for governor. He's running for a governor, for mayor, etc., etc., etc. Oh, the people that were kicked out of the party could be considered persona non grata. That is a Latin expression, and basically it's used when someone is no longer talked to. He's ignored, shunned. Okay, so you can see this persona non grata. Can you see that? Persona non grata. It is a Latin expression, but pretty cool expression, intellectual expression. Okay, then we talked about a very useful combination of expressions: to kill for, to die for, and to love to. Or to kill to. Let's talk about to first. To kill to die to, and to love to. I would kill for a hamburger. I would die for a hamburger. I would love to eat a hamburger. All basically the same. You can also use, so these are used with verbs. You can also use these with nouns. I would kill for a hamburger. I would die for a hamburger. But with love, you can't use for in the same way. You can't say I would love for a hamburger. So it doesn't work. But there is one love for idiom that is quite intellectual, or a more advanced student can use. I would love for you to do something. This is a kind of onegai shite hoshii sentence. For example, if you have a party, well, we're having a Christmas party at Action, and we, Yukari and I, and Joshua, and of course Ugo, we would love for you to come. Please come to our party. We would love for you to come to the Christmas party. So you see how that's used? I would love for you to do something. I would love for you to help me. It's kind of I hope sentence. I hope something happens. I hope somebody does something. For example, I would love for the weather to clear up. It's kind of a cold, cloudy, a little bit rainy maybe, rainy day. I would love for the weather to clear up. Okay. And I guess that's about it. One last thing, the expression consider, to think about something. But consider is also very useful in business. When you're applying for a job, you write a letter and you say, a very common expression is, I would love to be considered for this position. I hope you will consider me for this position or this job. So the word to be considered for something is very useful. Okay, I hope you learned something. For those of you who are absent and people who are not even in the class who are watching this, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to type it below, in the comments below, or send an email to action at k3.dion.nejp. You can click on the, where would it be? There? I think it's there. Click there, and you click where it says more. You can get Action's homepage, and you can find Action and send us a message. Okay, that's all. This is on Action Student page. Yes, this is for Action Students, but anyway, if you stumbled across this by accident and you're interested in learning English, please visit our homepage. We're in Nagoya, Japan. Bye.